American Pickers' most recent episodes, which starred Mike Wolfe, his brother Robbie, and Danielle Colby, received lower ratings than those of earlier seasons. The US Sun has unique knowledge that former anchor Frank, 59, is unsurprised by the ratings decline. The US Sun quoted a person close to Frank as saying, "Yeah, we all know the ratings dropped. That doesn't surprise us. That makes Frank laugh a little bit." There is still a ton of fan mail for Frank. He is, in my opinion, the favorite. The underdog appeals to everyone. With Frank, the show is better. Frank departed the show in March 2020 to recover from back surgery, which is when he last appeared on American Pickers. In 2021, Mike, 59, stated on Instagram that he will leave the program. The source stated, "He hopes everyone has a good day. He doesn't have any unpleasant aftertaste. What is what is." The US Sun said that the program on August 23 had the fewest viewers this season, 620,000, reflecting the season's poor ratings. While 778,000 people watched the August 9 show, 706,000 people watched the August 16 program. With 885,000 viewers, the program from July 26 received higher ratings. Only 713,000 viewers viewed the July 19 broadcast compared to 803,000 for the July 12 edition. The US Sun claimed that 918,000 people watched the pilot. When Frank was on the show, the ratings were in the millions. Fans' potential boycott of the program following Frank's dismissal may be the cause of the ratings issues. "I'll only watch American Pickers if it's a rerun with Frank," one person said of the pilot episode. "Keep going." Another person remarked, "The only episodes of American Pickers I watch are with Frank." On the show's Twitter page, a third user questioned, "Why did you screw Frank over?" But happily for American Pickers, Frank might come back and boost the show's ratings. The US Sun previously reported that he had been in discussions to make a one-year comeback to the program after having a stroke in July 2022. "I don't see why he wouldn't return to the show," a close friend of Frank's said to the US Sun. "Maybe he could return to the show. He follows the most recent episodes. He'll make light of it. There must be something there to pick on. He'll inform them of it." When it came to Frank being sacked from the show, the source claimed it wasn't that big of a deal. "He came home after filming and said, 'I think I'm going to be done for a while,'" the insider alleged. "I believe he was burned out. His back operation was extensive. Whatever choice was made, it was made. Frank had a stroke and must now take the necessary action. Additionally, Mike, Robbie, and the cast carry out their duties. People on the show, the crew, Mike and Robbie, there is no bad blood," the insider claimed. "The team stops by to see him. They remain in contact. When they are in town, they visit him. They all congregate. It's enjoyable. They are just friends, and their discussion is the same as it has always been. Those men are enthusiastic with picking and finding stuff, therefore that's the conversation." Frank might return to the show, but the insider was honest and said, "I don't know that he wants to." Frank last made an appearance on American Pickers in an episode from March 2020. He had back surgery, leaving him with 2 rods in his spine and 185 sutures, and he left the show to heal. Frank lost 65 pounds and spent 77 days in an Iowa alcohol recovery facility during his absence from the show. During the 2021 interview with the US Sun, Frank discussed "My last conversation with Mike was 2 years ago," the fan favorite declared. "He was aware that my back was hurting, yet he didn't call to see how I was doing. That is the way things are. The entire show is skewed in his favor. To demonstrate how much, I can't even stoop down that low. It's all right. It's similar to having Steven Tyler as the frontman of Aerosmith. I found my place. On the show, I'm second, and he's number 1. I have no issue with that, but perhaps he does." Additionally, he acknowledged, "I believe Mike wants to replace me with his brother Robbie. I'm not sure why he's acting that way toward me." Mike posted on Instagram in July 2021, shortly after the interview, to announce Frank's termination, saying, "I have known Frank for as long as I can remember. He's been like a brother to me. Like all of life, the road Frank Danny, and I began in 2009, has had its highs and lows, blessings and challenges, but it has also been the most fulfilling. The encouragement you've all shown us has served as a continual reminder of the show's underlying message. Through these places, people and things, we all share a shared bond. We're here to look after each other as well as the past." As he said in his closing remarks, "I will miss Frank, just like all of you, and I pray for the very best and all good things for him on the next part of his journey." After having a stroke in July 2022, Frank was given guardianship and conservatorship the following month. As the US Sun recently documented, Mike and Frank reconciled over Memorial Day weekend for the first time in years following a startling argument. The US Sun quoted a source close to Frank as saying, "Everything between them is fine. They have been close friends for 40 years. They attended high school together and have engaged in numerous activities. They are great buddies that get along well." Since Frank's stroke, Mike has reportedly paid him a handful of visits, and the two have also called and texted one another today. Despite replacing the fan favorite on the show, the insider added that Frank and Mike's brother Robbie are even closer. Conflict with Mike